Argentine bench carries so much quality. Of Chile has come on a few times, Fernandez too, but look at that available to Martino. If the game isn't going Argentina's way, he can throw on Tevez or Lavezza or Higuain. This is their moment. That has been the constant message coming from the Argentine camp this week. Chile, though, it's their golden generation, arguably their best ever team. Spectacular backdrop, the Andes in the background. Charge roll down from Colombia. He used to charge of one World Cup final match a year ago. This is his third at the Copa America. For a big occasion. It might get a little bit feisty, a bit tasty out there if the Copa America, as anything go by from recent matches. So it's Argentina in those familiar stripes who get us underway. Boasting such a fabulous record against Chile down the years. They've only lost on 6 occasions in 85 previous matches, and they have never lost in this competition. Brian Little alongside me. What kind of game are you expecting this evening, Brian? Are we going to get a classic?
Well, early doors, Martin. I'm looking at the Chile players to see if they can control this natural aggression that must have built up inside them. The crowd has certainly wound them up. I think the occasion will get them wound up. We saw Vidal escape very fortunately in the semi-final, pushing one of the opponents in the face. I think as long as they control their emotions, they're going to give Argentina a really good test tonight. And everything is there for them to play for, of course. Home turf, massive game, got a decent side now as well. Can they control their emotions? That's the first thing I'm looking for.
There's Vidal. Silva. Surprise inclusion, but centre-back partner of Medel has been a problem since Gonzalo Yara's suspension. Jose Rojas came in for the semi-final, but looked a bit shaky in patches. Messi getting the better of Beausejour. Zabalasa ignored for the time being. Here's Bilia. Lazio midfielder, that's a little bit short. Michelis had to get a spurt up. Di Maria couldn't control, and Isla with a chance to bring it away for Chile. Here's Sanchez. Isla's gone for the return. Lovely weight on that pass. Vargas waits in the box. Vargas the targets. And safely claimed by Sergio Romero.
Well, there's one of your answers. They're ready for it, aren't they? Really lively. Isla bursting down that right-hand side, and I know we're going to see a lot of that tonight. I think he loves to do that. Alexis Sanchez, of course, who, yes, has had a quiet time of things, but surely his presence out there has helped Vargas score the goals. I think he's not used to being sort of the quiet striker, but I think he has such a reputation now that surely has helped his strike partner score the goals he has.
He's Bocejur, who many of you will recall from his time in the English Premier League, had a couple of years with Birmingham, then Wigan. He was involved in relegations at both of those clubs. No foul given there for the challenge on Aguero, who looked a little bit surprised. Silva it was who was involved. There's Medel. Midfielder in club football, but Chile always playing at the centre of their defence. Again, Isla on his bike, and again he's in behind Rojo. Vargas waits towards the back post. Plenty in red in support. Here's Sanchez. Chile looking for a bright start, and at the moment, Brian, Argentina struggling to contain the runs of Isla down the Chile right.
Yeah, but I think the thing is, Argentina, well seasoned, they know that this opening 10 minutes or so might just be a little bit heavy for them. They know they've got to sit in there, keep things tight. Anything from their point of view is a bonus in the opening part of this game. I think they'll be ready for that.
Chile haven't beaten Argentina since a World Cup qualifier here in October 2008. Chile Bielsa was their coach then, an Argentine. And of course these days it's an Argentine in charge of the Chile national team in Jorge Sampaoli. Di Michelis. Elia. Messi. Now Di Maria. Pastores continued his run into the box. Di Maria goes for a cross-come shot. Di Maria getting a couple of goals in the semi-final victory, his first goals of the competition.
Yeah, again, I think you're right there. I'm not sure if he quite made his mind up exactly what he was doing here, Di Maria. Yeah, probably more of a cross than a shot, to be honest, but just a little bit of a worry for the keeper there. But Di Maria, in them sort of areas, has the ability, of course, to shoot a goal.
Both sides have been strong defensively in the competition. 3 clean sheets in their 5 matches on the way to the final. Medel. Sotomayor under pressure, but managing to poke it towards Spedia. Option square of him. Here's Pastore. Trying to do a little bit too much. Chile have it back with Sanchez. Pastores reclaimed it for Argentina. Good work from the man from PSG, and now he's picked out Messi. Familiar sight as he bears down a goal, looking for Aguero.
Well, there's the danger, isn't it? Messi in one-on-one situations. Aguero has the choice there to leave him if he wants to. We saw that little pocket of space that was there, and of course, if it's there, he will go into it. And the ball was almost right for him.
He scored a spectacular strike in the semi-final victory from that kind of distance, Brian, but this time too many Argentine bodies around him.
Yeah, well, he feels full of himself at the moment, and rightly should have a little pop from there.
Given against Mascherano for the challenge on Valdivia.
What's been said about the midfield players? Diaz, who sits in there, Vidal, who does a job, of course, Valdivia, who's got that little pocket, who plays behind the 2 strikers, but the one who's caught my eye has been Aranguiz. I think he's one of those players who probably gets his job done without too many players noticing, but for me, I like him.
The drop here for Bocejur, dealt with by Di Michelis. So that's a poor-headed clearance that almost opened the door for the hosts. Messi, pass 1, away from the second. And Di Maria just going a fraction too early. Maybe to just put the brakes on.
Yeah, well, Di Maria went, but Messi didn't quite have the ball under control. Look, he has to have another touch there. I think if that first touch had been right for him, then Di Maria's run would have been perfectly timed. You see, he knows he's gone, but unfortunately for Messi, his first touch wasn't perfectly right on that occasion.
Many finals are very cagey affairs and very limp affairs in the opening 5 or 10 minutes. This one has started encouragingly. It's open. A second bite to feed it to Isla. Now it's Sanchez trying to shake off Mascherano. Rojo mistiming his challenge again. He's had a very dodgy opening 5 minutes or so, and an opportunity here as the cross is dealt with by Zabaleta. Villa was looking for the pass rather than the shot there, and could just see the frustration shown by Arturo Vidal as he just threw his hands down. He's looking to try and pick out Vargas back post, isn't he, Brian?
Yeah, well, the shot was on. And I think in a game like this and in a situation like this, test the goalkeeper nice and early. Of course, he's a quality keeper, but I think in these sort of situations, if you get an opportunity to shoot, then let it go.
Villa again. This time blocked by Mascherano. This is your Vargas. Defended by Zabaleta. Didn't play in the first group game, Pablo Zabaleta, but has been ever present since. Aguero. Chile on the move again. Vargas looking to get that shot away early again. Going to test Romero on that occasion, but as you say, Brian, his confidence sky high at the minute.
Yeah, well, he's right to go at it, isn't he? Things are going his way. It opens up in front of him. It's not perfect, but he's just willing to have a goal from anywhere at the moment.
Unrecognisable from the player that struggled so much on loan at Queen's Park Rangers last season. Only 3 Premier League goals before the knee injury forced him to end his season early in April. And back at Napoli. I'm feeling happy with something here. Sure whether the goal kick was taken correctly in his view. Did the ball come out of the area? No, it didn't.
One way of getting out of trouble, isn't it? Jump in the box.
Silva's foot in. And here come Chile again. Vargas waits back post. It's Di Michelis who gets his foot to it. No clearance. Good save, Romero. It was on target. Vidal close to giving Chile the lead.
Yeah, well, they're on the up at the moment, the home side. Things going well for them. Vidal keeps his eyes on this. It bounces awkwardly. The keeper does just enough. It's a decent strike from there. A little bit awkward.
It's a lunging challenge that has Di Maria down in trouble. And it's a lucky escape if there's no yellow card for that. Away with it though. Aranguiz, who is sitting a little bit deeper than I've seen him in the last game, probably a little bit worried in this opening phase, looking to get away with that. We may well see the next challenge, probably a challenge not as fierce as that, could well get a booking. That. Diaz. Chile have managed in this competition down the years as the runners-up prize 4 times, most recently in 1987, and then lost in Argentina to Uruguay. 2 players sent off from each team. They've started this game so well, and here's Sanchez. Very firm challenge coming in that stopped him in his tracks, and Argentina looked to force the counter-attack. Aguero with Precious little in the way of support at the moment. Di Maria, now Messi.
I think we're all interested to find out how Chile were about to approach this game. I think we found out in this opening 12 minutes or so. And still adopting that positive approach.
Messi into the penalty area. Two to stop him. And Vidal carefully feeding it to Beausejour. Aguero chasing back at him. Shouldn't forget that in last year's World Cup finals, Chile pushed Brazil all the way in that 16 contest, eventually losing in a penalty shootout. There's a real feeling that this is a side that can go places. And making life very uncomfortable for Argentina in the opening exchanges in Santiago. Di Maria getting it back from Pastore. And slides Vidal. Therefore not impressed with the fall to ground. Mascherano happy to go home to Romero.
That adrenaline's still running very fast through the bodies of all the players out there. Everybody's right on the front foot, chasing the ball down. At some stage this game will settle down. They can't keep this up.
Skidwich, Beausejour. By Otamendi. Pastore looking for Aguero. In the end it was well defended by Vidal, but there was some hesitation between him and goalkeeper Bravo as to who exactly was going to deal with that. Aguero very nearly pounced.
Yeah, well, in the end Vidal did very well to get his body in the way. Just shielded out Aguero.
Vidal letting it run to Beausejour. Sanchez slowly getting himself back onto his feet after being pushed to the floor again. Here's Marcelo Diaz. Valdivia. Beausejour. There's so much more than Alvaro or Albonas as an attacking left fullback. Silva spent last season on loan with Bruges. His appears at Sasuna in the Spanish league. Vidal's lost it. Di Maria on his bike. To Messi. Biglia. Mascherano. Pastore. Stopped by the sliding figure of Diaz. Biglia. Messi. The referee letting a lot of incidents pass at the moment, and it's making for open contest. Anything but stop-start. All the better for that.
Yeah, I think it's, you look at the game, you watch every player out there, and everybody's thinking about being brave, trying to intercept little passes, very much as I've said on the front foot, looking to catch the ball nice and early. Anyone who dawdles on it at all is just being picked off, aren't they? It's really high tempo, this one.
Both teams won their groups with 7 points out of 9. And both had their moments through the quarter-final stage. Argentina taken to penalties by Colombia. At one stage they were a penalty kick away from going out. Carlos Tevez, who came on as a late sub in that, was the man that scored the decisive penalty. Meanwhile, Chile won 1-0 against Uruguay, thanks to a goal from Isla minutes from time after Cavani had been sent off. Previous challenge was a naughty one, but again, no further punishment from the referee. 70 minutes in, and we're still to see the first yellow card of this Copa America final. Sanchez, here on one occasion, didn't work out. Putting pressure on Otamendi, who probably gets himself out of trouble. Now attacked it. Now Rojo for Argentina. Messi. Solano searching out Zabaleta. Story inviting the Manchester City man to get forward again. Looking out Aguero. So strong, but surrounded by red shirts. Hasn't he done well to pick out Zabaleta? He wasn't expecting the pass back.
Willingness not to give the ball up. A lot of players might just have let that go out, but no, flat out wants to get there. Zabaleta just gets caught. As you said, first opportunity to test the defenders from a set piece in a really dangerous position.
No doubt who will take it. Otamendi being guarded by Vidal. Rojo, always a threat from set pieces. Scored the opening goal in the semi-final win. In this kind of situation, Story has extra height too. The referee will need eyes in the back of his head here, because everybody will be pushing and shoving and grabbing and holding. First real opportunity this for Argentina as we edge towards the 20-minute mark. Messi's kick, brilliant save by Bravo. There was a little flick header on its way through, and Bravo was in the right place and got good hands to it to pour it away.
Yeah, it was all about just keeping it out, wasn't it? Say Bravo in the right place at the right time. Didn't really know an awful lot about it, but instinctively got himself in a good position. Quality little ball in though, wasn't it? Nice run into the near post. Little flick. And the keeper, as you say, just instinctively gets himself there. Keeps it out.
Aguero's header.
Yeah, the right ball. You don't have to be the biggest in the world if it's the right ball and you're the right type of player. The first save we've seen.
Argentina enjoying their best spell of the game so far, and they've got another free kick. Again, it's an incident involving Zabaleta.
The test for the Chile side. If Argentina claw their way into the game and start to dictate what goes on out there, will they be able to keep the concentration levels? The crowd expects so much from them tonight, don't they?
Story for Di Maria. Here's Belia. Messi. Zabaleta to his right made a great run. Ignored. And Silva can bring it clear for Chile. He can do more than that. It's a fabulous ball. Rojo caught for pace. Opportunity here for Vargas, and he couldn't keep it down.
Well, they seem to have found a little chink there in the back four. The Argentinian defence, that little gap between the left back and left centre back. Once again, Vargas bursts into that space. Lovely ball over the top in between the two centre backs. Vargas, who believes in himself, really snatches at it in the end.
Took on the jersey there by Silva. Midway through the first half, we have our first yellow card. It's the man brought in for his first taste of Copa America football. And it's the dubious honour for that tug to prevent Di Maria getting away from him.
Well, they've nicked the ball that many times in front of people up to now, haven't they? They've just kept doing it, but on that occasion, it was his worst choice.
And this time, a clumsy challenge by Rojo, and Valdivia appeals for a yellow card for the Argentine left-back.
It's more clumsy than anything else. It's a foul in the right area. We've seen Argentina put a good ball in not so long ago. Let's see what the home side can do.
It is who's gone across to take it. Argentina's turn to get legally touch tight as Romero comes to deal with it with a strong punch away. Di Maria breaking from deep. Aguero, the only man in stripes ahead of him. Actually, Di Maria crowded out of things. If he just holding his right leg, looks like the hamstring might have popped there.
I tell you what, he was flat out there the whole time, and he wanted to pass the ball. He was looking for a pass. It wasn't there. And in the end, he just ran out of steam, and I wonder whether, as you said, his hamstring may well have gone.
And straight away, there was an anxious glance towards the Argentine bench. A nod of acceptance from Martino, as though their worst fears has come to reality.
Yeah, well, he kept going and kept going. And here's that good ball in. Decent punch as well, isn't it?
Here's the run, Brian.
Yeah, for me, he wanted to lose the ball. He wanted to get rid, but he kept going, And in the end, there was a little pull-up there. Just be a little nick on him as well, that pulled him back. It's that pull-up in the end where he's had to stop a little bit too quickly, but he's not happy there.
Another challenge that has done the damage. It's something that he's been struggling with in secret, away from the prying eyes of the media. And this is a real blow for Angel Di Maria. Of course, he missed last year's World Cup final, having picked up a thigh injury in the quarter-final. Now they're going to try and give it a few minutes. No, definitely going to make a change soon. As soon as the substitution is ready, Di Maria will be coming off. Here's the best chance for Argentina, though.
Yeah, again, Aguero does ever so well to get the right sort of touch on it. But as you say, the keeper is positional there. Positional player spot on from him. I'm not so sure if Di Maria they can take any chances at all. If he just tries to run at all, hamstring goes completely. Well, he could be out for quite some time.
Anticipation by Bilia.
What's going on about that injury, sorry, but if there is a little pull there, if he just pulls that a little bit more till it comes a big knot in the back of his leg there, that could be 2 or 3 months if it's a major one. He wants to be really careful.
Oh. Serrano. Di Maria, nothing more than a passenger at the minute. Just
generally now they pass the ball to the injured player as well. We've seen that on so many occasions. Somebody who's standing out there, more often than not, somehow they pass the ball to them. It happened on that occasion, thankfully. Well, for me, he may as well sit down on the pitch and almost make the referee wait for it to happen.
Sanchez, taking inside Belia. Isla. Sanchez can have it back, and Isla will have it back too. But for the intervention of Otamendi.
Oh, he loves that 1-2, doesn't he? He loves that little give and go around the outside. Certainly got the pace to cause the opposition problems, has Isla.
Trenching tackle by Silva on Aguero. Argentina have another flag down. It is the end of the road for Angel Di Maria.
Yeah, it was one of them where he needed a pass for me. It was flat out and flat out. Yeah. It's gone, definitely.
Ezekiel Lavezzi and Paris Saint-Germain is his replacements. Steps Anguisse. And it's Vargas. Vargas goes down clutching his face, as does the Argentine defender. Work that one out, referee.
Anguisse again. For me, he's doing a really good job. Caught my eye very much in the semi-final when I watched him. When he was doing a little bit of a different role, in fairness, he was allowed to get forward a little bit more. Today he's doing a sitting job. Really is doing reasonably well in there for me. Vargas just caught out.
It's the boot, isn't it, that catches his face?
Him
it's
in
a
the face,
one, accidental one. Just puzzled as to why Otamendi was holding his face when he hit the floor. Messi for Argentina. Half an hour gone. Just joined us 0-0, but it's been a bright opening by both teams. Chile certainly came out of the traps quickly. Vidal with a shot that was well saved. Aguero's had a header turned away by Bravo. Maria has just limped off for Argentina with what appears to be a hamstring problem. Sanchez for Chile, battling hard to reclaim and retain possession. Linking up with Dosajor. Vargas waits in the penalty area. Sanchez to join him, but Belia prevented the cross but concedes the throw.
Again, Dosajor. A little bit guilty there of just having a look for a second. I think in this game, your first touch isn't right and you don't deliver or you don't pass, the ball gets taken off your feet. Both sides really closing down quickly.
Oh, the ball didn't cross the line. Dosajor's kept it in. Sanchez. Valdivia. Forced back to his goalkeeper. Boxed in by Messi. Conceding possession cheaply to Pastore.
You see Messi in those positions, and how many times in football matches do you hear people shouting, just let him stay there, keep him there. Not this little fella, he just jumps out of it so easily, doesn't he? Incredible talent. Ball, so the free kick will get taken again. overall, some of the questions that we're asking have been answered in many respects. Can Chile hold their own against this team? I think in open play they've certainly done that up to now. The one set piece caused them a problem. We haven't seen Argentina cut them open at all. And in open play I would perhaps suggest that they probably had the upper hand overall.
Sanchez brilliantly away from Di Michelis. A run here for Beausejour. Chile with three waiting a decent centre. Little drop for Sanchez again. Surrounded by striped jerseys. And Argentina survive.
Yeah, well, once again Vidal got himself in a really good position, didn't he? He's been released a little bit.
Yellow card here for Medel for a very high challenge on Lionel Messi.
Let's have a look. They just can't win that. Can't go for them. Messi does protect the ball ever so well. But again, you just look at where Medel is. I mean, we ask the questions, will the back four sit back and defend? I mean, he's 30 yards inside the other half and he's a centre-back tonight. I mean, it just shows you how keen both sides are, but especially Chile, about closing the ball down, closing the opposition down.
His reputation, Gary Medel. A bit of a surprise that that's his first yellow card of the competition. So Gerardo Martino out of his technical area to have a few words with the referee about some of the attentions one or two of his players are beginning to receive at the moment. Martino was actually sent off in the group game against Uruguay, having encroached the pitch. This time he managed to stay the right way of the touchline. Here's Lavezzi bombing forward for Argentina, winning the free kick.
Yeah, we talked about the quality of Argentina. It just shows a little bit. Lavezzi there, who certainly can play, burst forward. Vidal just catches him on the way back. Make sure he gets a little bit on him there, doesn't he? And again, second situation where a set piece might well be Argentina's best opportunity to cause problems.
Messi's only scored one goal in the competition, and that was from the penalty spot, but had a hand in all six that they scored in the semi-final. Looking, deliberating over exactly where he's going to put this. Otamendi and Di Michelis ready to make their surge. Knocked away by Medel. Destroy happy enough to let it run behind for the corner. First corner of the game. 10 minutes from half time.
One of those free kick areas where we're getting quite used to seeing whoever it is on the ball have a shot 25-30 yards. They don't seem to shy out of it, but watching Messi putting the ball in the danger area where they probably feel this is where the Chile team might be a little bit weak as balls into the box.
Michelis and Beausejour having quite a tussle, but not the only ones. Put back in by Aguero. Hooked on its way by Aranguiz. Mascherano, who's lost 2 Copa America finals with Argentina already, sent off in their exit 4 years ago in the quarter-final stage to Uruguay. Cut out by Beausejour. Sanchez, who's at the heart of everything good that Chile have done in this first half, after a fairly an extraordinary tournament for his high standards. Chile conceding a very sloppy corner here. Just couldn't keep that in.
Well, again, Alexis Sanchez, really seen him at the real cutting edge of things, have we not? Everything he's doing is a little bit off the front line, isn't it, really? Perhaps even a little bit deeper than the front line. Getting himself into situations like that where we're so used to seeing him really creating at the other end of the field, aren't we? We just haven't been able to do that tonight.
Argentina winning a succession of set pieces here. Belia to take from this near side. Chile defending it well initially, but it'll come out as far as Lavezzi. Back into the mix once more. Over there gets his head to it. Sanchez has lost it. Zabaleta.
Probably 5 minutes ago I said Chile had probably had the better part of the game, but this last 5 minutes you just get the feeling that Argentina are just beginning to claw their way back into it.
Defended by Isla. Diaz. This was rather accurate to Sanchez or Beausejour, but Beausejour did well to reclaim it, and Sanchez couldn't hold on to it. Belia. Messi just nudging it on to the path of Zabaleta, just inviting Valdivia to commit himself. Defending again from Medel. Serrano. Going in stronger for Chile. Valdivia. Silva. Vidal. Now Vargas. Just passing his back here for Chile as Valdivia just puts his foot on it for a second. So couldn't do much with that. Cheated by Messi this time. And that's his foul.
Number 10s, an area where both enjoy. And he's probably been given the job of sitting in there and trying to pick him out whenever he can.
That's 4 minutes of the first half. So they've had to soak up a bit of pressure in the last few moments or so. Now they have a set piece of their own. Diaz to take. Holding a very high line. That's until the offside.
Very, very tight, but fractionally early, perhaps.
Isla. Pushed away by Mascherano. The first touch from Pastore, and Chile have got it back again. Not for long. Belia with the robust challenge. Over there again, claiming that deserved a yellow card. Not just that one, but the previous two.
I suppose they see a lot of this part of the world. Don't really like to see that, but he might have a point. There have been a few challenges on him.
Valdivia is certainly counting them up.
Let's have a look, see if they can get behind them. There's a big space behind. The timing right, the pass right, it could cause a problem.
Aranguiz this time, Sanchez attacking it, hooked away by Bilia. Aranguiz to try again. Diaz. Beausejour. Vidal. Messi having his shirt tugged. It was Diaz who grabbed hold this time.
Very lenient. You just get the feeling that somebody who's going to do something obscure is going to get himself in trouble, hasn't he, really? Just having a lot of complaints. You just get the feeling that a refereeing decision might have a big influence on this game tonight.
He's now booked 3 Chile players. And we've yet to see any in Argentina side seeing yellow card as yet. That is what is frustrating 1 or 2 in the red jerseys. Last minute of the first half.
Yeah, both sides have their eye on that, very much so. Time will be the opportunity for the coaches just to sort of perhaps finalise 1 or 2 finer points of the game which they've picked up on. But both sides to be fairly comfortable with the way things are up to now. The home side have certainly done enough to suggest they're not out of this. And he's been fouled how many times? Not so much that they've been really rough fouls, just that he's got himself into areas there. Uses his body well, doesn't he? Puts his body in there, makes sure he gets some contact. And I think it's fair to say he wins fouls rather than gets fouled.
And here's Messi. Aguero waiting for the pass. Messi waiting for the moment. Waiting for a whistle that didn't come. That goes Rojo for Argentina. Mascherano in the referee's ear at the minute. Being waved away.
Well, it can't be the easiest thing in the world to referee games like this, can it?
Here's Sanchez. Injury time at the end of the first half. Still no breakthrough as yet. Chances at an absolute premium. This is Vidal trying to muscle his way through. Sanchez. Can he kill one in from there? Safely gathered by Romero. But when the ball is at his feet, he's capable of magic.
Yeah, nice to see him get a chance. That's the areas he needs to play in. I think up to now we haven't seen enough of him in these final third of the field where he can. He's shown on so many occasions this last season he can create something out of nothing.
He has lost it. Sanchez looking to release Vargas. Very important intervention by Di Michelis. Here's Rojo. Barezzi. Pastore. Aguero waits in the middle. Pastore takes his time. It's a good pass there. Lavezzi! Bravo was there again. Lavezzi, the sub denied. Right on the stroke of half-time, Brian.
Well, I think that's the best piece of play we've seen. An open play, that is. Nice movement, lovely ball. Again, Medel. I think it's Aranguiz a little bit too keen to win the ball again. Gives the opportunity. As we said, Argentina very keen to get in those little pockets of space. It's straight at the goalkeeper. Again, possibly the best piece of play and open play we've seen.
It's a good job that Medel didn't get his body in the way, because the deflection there would have taken it beyond Bravo and into the back of the Chile net. As it is, the keeper was able to get good fists to it. So a pretty even first half. Both teams had their moments. Argentina, of course, losing Di Maria early on through injury. Chile have 3 players on yellow cards. That could be significant as the second half progresses. Chances at a premium. Romero and Bravo, though, the respective goalkeepers, equal to what little did come their way. At half-time in Santiago, it's Chile 0, Argentina 0.
All matches covered live with many markets to choose from.
Hands it off for Richards. Richards is in, sends it across. Score! Patrick Kane!
The overseer.
Just not a great player. But have a look at Isla. This is the
breakthrough for Chile. I just wonder, Sam Allardyce, whether they...
He's having plenty of energy, and we know that there's certainly Sanchez has got good energy. If he keeps on doing that side, Bussi's
and that's the worry for Chile.
But it isn't the point that
gift. Please call 0800 038 089.
Wrong. Seriously.
First 10 minutes of the second half, exactly the same.
He's doing this?
No, well, it's going to shorten the career.
Applauding the delivery, but couldn't quite get any power. Argentina forced to reshuffle and reshape their formation against Argentina way back in May 1910. Argentina won that one and set the tone for what has been pretty much complete and utter domination ever since. But this one is very much in the balance, 0-0. 45 minutes played. Both teams will feel that they might have just shaded the first period. Argentina forced to reshuffle and reshape their formation with that injury to Di Maria. Mistake there by Otamendi, and Sanchez seizing on the opportunity. And the header is safely gathered by Romero. Vidal applauding the delivery, but couldn't quite get any power in the header.
No, it was good play. And again, Sanchez once again in that little area where I like to see him play. He's got to be around the box. If he's involved in the game around the box, he can cause all sorts of problems. Again, you just look at the save from the keeper. He looked very confident, and he just stood there, held his ground. Massive figure. He just made the goal look small, didn't he, Romero? Just really snuggled it up easily. But it's good for me to see, as I've said, Alexis Sanchez getting the ball, pressurising the back four. It's been a little bit too deep, or being involved in the game too deep for me so far.
That time's out on the pitch. We shouldn't underplay the values of the two goalkeepers. Bravo's had a magnificent campaign domestically with Barcelona. He's the most capped Chile international of all time. This tonight, his 95th appearance. He's kept 3 clean sheets in the tournament, as has the fellow at the other end, Romero, who had a terrific World Cup for Argentina last time out as well. I think Argentina only conceded 4 goals throughout that tournament in 7 games. But as yet, neither severely tested. The efforts that have been towards goal have been pretty straight towards him. Problem here for Vargas. There's that earlier incident right in the opening exchanges, Brian.
Yeah, and you could see, I mean, there, again, it's just one of those situations where it's a decent ball, but can he have a little dribble there in the box? You would think, you know, that's the sort of thing I like to see Sanchez do. Get the ball down and go at the opposition. This is the foul. He's just fallen awkwardly, being fallen on top of.
Returned with 4 goals in the competition, joint top scorer at Copa America. Both of Chile's goals in the semi-final victory. Earlier strikes against Ecuador and Mexico in the group stage. For Sanchez, who's just trying to make everything happen for Chile at the moment. Looking deeper and deeper to try and pick up the ball and start Chile on the front foot. Still losing out to Vidal.
Yeah, Vidal's just one of those players who doesn't give up, isn't he, really? Spotted that. Himself in a good position to help his team out. I've been impressed with Chile, as I've said. I think like everybody, watch a few of the games, you see how they've come on, you know they've got good players, but you looked at the Argentina setup and you think there's only one team going to win this game, but my word, they've proven that they've got plenty about them.
Started the first half in fantastic fashion, looking to do something similar at the start of this second period. Under touch by Di Michelis. Look at their wobbles tonight, the Argentinian defence. And by Valdivia. Villa got up well. Story. Such great balance for Vigna. Wins the free kick.
Yeah, just really breaking the play up again there. Gaze. The referee has to be lenient tonight. I think if he was to use that yellow card as much as he probably should, I think we could have seen a little bit of trouble out there.
Well, stop by Aranguiz. This is interesting because Chile just seemed to stop playing here for a moment, as though they were demanding some action from the referee for that.
Yeah, well, Messi's accidentally caught him, but Aranguiz has exaggerated the fact that he's had some sort of contact there. I think they did feel a little bit aggrieved in the first half that there were several challenges on their players. They'd already had 3 booked, and at the time, I'm not sure whether anyone from Argentina had been booked. I think they're just trying to exaggerate and make that point to the referee, which we don't like to see, but it's part of the game out here, I think.
Beautiful take from Vidal, and he's fed it through here for Valdivia. In the way Mascherano. How often is that the case?
Yeah, that's a good chance for him to just do a little bit better here. It's a lovely take. Good touch. Nice little flick as well. Yeah, he's looking up, trying to pass the ball that really isn't on. Brilliant play by Vidal. Sees it all, sets it up.
This is Chile's first corner of the game. Aranguiz to whip it in. Villa who clears. Vargas. It's been up for a second corner, indeed it does. Striding forward with some purpose, but not the biggest of central defenders, just 5'7" tall, but there isn't much height throughout this Chile side.
No, as I said, and the balls that have gone in the box have been put in there with hope more than anything else.
Aranguiz to try again. And the touch, according to the officials, came off Valdivia, much to his disbelief.
Yeah, well, he's been in the game a lot, hasn't he? I mean, he's had a lot of possession. He's probably been fouled more than anyone else out there. Or as we said in the first half, he's won more fouls or tried to win more fouls. Gets his body in the way, doesn't he? And then seems to feel a little bit of contact, and down he goes far too often at times. But he's still a very talented player.
Mascherano. Again. Rides the tackle and looks to release Isla. There goes Rojo. scored in each of the last 10 matches in the Copa America. He scored again this evening. It will match a record that was established way back in 1941. Store's foul this time. Valdivia searching for Sanchez. Otamendi got fortunate initially. Sanchez to try again. Otamendi, a more formidable obstacle second time around.
Yeah, well, they've used that ball fairly well, haven't they, Chile? That ball in between the left back and the left centre back. And they found quite a bit of space down there. Neither of them, Otamendi or Rojo, has read the game overly well tonight. Certainly been a little bit flat-footed, and that little space behind the pair of them. Well, certainly Chile have looked at it a few times.
Still into trouble. Although he was hesitant, so Medel had to do something about that. So poor challenge coming in on Isla. That surely will bring Argentina their first yellow card of the evening. Marcos Rojo. A silly challenge, Brian. He's going nowhere here.
Well, he's not getting the ball, he's not getting anything. He's not under pressure, he can hold his ground. I mean, the game's been like that all night. People have closed each other down, but I mean, at that stage there was no need for contact at all.
Serrano just about got away with it. He can't get clear of Aranguiz. Isla. Serrano diving across, did his best to try and keep his arm out of the equation, but he's going to be booked.
Well, a little bit of making sure the referee knew something was going on. Certainly beginning to pay dividends for them, and it has to be said that certainly in the last two matches Chile have had one or two decisions go their way, and perhaps they're just beginning to get, sounds a bit out of order this, but get the referee on their side a little bit. Certainly decisions in the second half are going their way. This is a real dangerous situation.
Quarter-final, Uruguay had Cavani and later for Chile sent off, and in the semi-final Zambrano of Peru was sent off after just 20 minutes. Aranguiz with this set piece then for Chile. And Serrano gets his head on it.
Once again, Argentina, as they started the first half, the second half every bit as slowly, haven't they really? Asking the home side to throw at them what they've got.
Beausejour for the Argentine throw. Crowned champions of South America in 1993. Batistuta was their goal scorer in a 2-1 victory over Mexico. Mix of Goycochea, Ruggieri, Redondo and Simeone were in the Argentine side on that occasion. It's Pastore. Corner.
I think this is where they've looked most likely, isn't it, Argentina up to now? Set pieces more than anything else. So once again, delivery very important.
There's Otamendi. It's Pastore. It's Lavezzi to whip it in. Argentine heads got to it. Otamendi and Rojo between them. They've been in each other's way.
Yeah, right into the area. Centre back. Fall back in there. He wins the head and never really going to trouble the goalkeeper, I don't think. Surprising, isn't it? I mean, with an open play at the end of the first half, they opened Chile up, but outside of that, it's been set pieces, hasn't it? We've started this second half exactly the same. So much talent out there, as you've said. And Sam was sort of saying back in studio, about perhaps a little change of the system might well be the thing that could open the game up for them.
That's it. Against Diaz. It's another Argentine set piece on the way. A long throw for Marcos Rojo. Still short for Pastore. Moretzi. Guerrero is in there. Knocked away by Silva. Zabaleta reclaiming it. Bouncers inviting for Lavezzi. This time it's Diaz who turns and clears. Delia. Mascherano. Away from Sanchez cleverly. Lavezzi. Here's Rojo. Corner off Isla.
Well, they're certainly trying their best to take the sting out of the game, aren't they? Set piece, his ball goes out for a throw-in. The walk casually to it. Certainly trying to change the tempo of the game. The high tempo seemed to have suited Chile over the pace of the game up to now. So perhaps this little tactic of slowing the game down might work in their favour.
Chile marking has to be better this time than it was for the previous corner. Perhaps he goes deeper this time. It's another corner in the eyes of referee Roldan.
Look at all that in there. Oh my word. How do you handle it? I'm not so sure that there is a right way.
And all poised for round 3. Martinez at the moment has lost his man, but the referee has lost his patience. Somebody's lost a boot. Everybody trying to referee this game.
Well, I think we've got a feel of how much it means to certainly the public here. They're really, really up for it. The players are responding to that in terms of their efforts tonight. But at the moment, Argentina just managing to sort of slow the game down and perhaps take some sort of control.
Chile defend the set piece well again and try to launch a counter-attack of their own. Otamendi tumbles.
Yeah, well, we're running at that at the moment with one team trying to play the game with pace, the other team trying to slow them down.
Argentina are breaking up the game so effectively at the moment. Chile can't get any kind of rhythm. Delia. Pastore. Good one here from Zabaleta. It's encouraging for a moment or two.
Well, we haven't seen much of him going forward tonight, have we not? Zabaleta, normally very, very good at that. And on that occasion, it's the left side of the Chile side that went to sleep.
Both coaches pacing their respective technical areas. The longer it stays 0-0, the more tense it will become. One mistake might decide the destination of the trophy.
Just getting a little bit on edge, aren't they, at the moment? The game's not going the way they want it to go. They're desperate for them to play at the pace. It's just not happening for them at the moment. I just wonder at this stage of the game whether both coaches might be looking at it and thinking, well, probably time to try something. I think Argentina have been forced into one change with Lavezzi coming on, of course, but you just think at this stage of the game now, if you're thinking about winning it in normal time, perhaps you're just having a little look at your subs and saying, right, get yourself warm, chat to your staff, what can I do? And you think enough quality on both sides to try and do something different. It might be around that time now where both sets of coaches are looking at that now.
Followed by Diaz. Valdivia. And again. Can't squeeze it through to Sanchez. Bruno's chasing that one. Adele for company. And others in red. Done well to pick out Pastore. He's making steady progress. A drop for Messi. Inevitably surrounded quickly and sent crashing to the floor.
The problem is when Messi gets that ball, he shields it that well. You've really just got to hold your ground. I think, especially in that sort of situation, 2 or 3 people going around him really fast, you're just not going to get away with that. Sometimes you just got to usher him away from goal. It's easier said than done, of course, but I think even Vidal there knows on this occasion there was contact, and he's not going to get away with that.
Succession of set pieces in the last 5 or 6 minutes for Argentina. As yet, Mario Bravo has been well protected by his defenders, but Messi is over this one. Chambers and Rojo just behind Otamendi. Is this the pivotal moment? Messi takes it on. The ball does its job. For the corner though.
Yeah, well, I think I was thinking of the goal there. There's a change of plan. So now most of them have gone into the box.
Messi to try again. Bravo stretching and getting something on that. He's got a free kick too.
Well, I mean, there's just that much going on there. I think without looking, the referee could blow his whistle, couldn't he? And just say, well, free kick. There's that much contact in there.
Valdivia. Behind Isla, had to put the brakes on to keep it moving, but Sanchez has got away from Otamendi. Well defended by Zabaleta, put skywards by Otamendi, but at the moment it's anywhere for Argentina. Otamendi in the end got good purchase on that to find Pastore, who's looking for Messi, who struggled to get away from Beausejour. Roles reversed there as Valdivia brings him down.
There's just so many little fouls going on here, there and everywhere. So the referee very lenient. And there's only one thought in Valdivia's mind there: pull him down, stop the game. Again, Sanchez in these areas, he's got to get into those areas there. And again, it's Mascherano against him, but just a little burst of pace again. Well, I've seen more for him. Stop and start, second half, Martin.
Very much so.
Neither side's letting each other play. Argentina happy at the game at the moment, slowed down to their pace.
Beausejour. Vidal hooking it forward. Mascherano launching it downfield, and Vidal lost that for a second or two. He lost his footing. Aguero hassling both of them. Now there's some eagerness and enthusiasm for Argentina to get on with it swiftly, but a foul throw from Rojo.
Sort of sums his night up, doesn't it, really?
Argentina manages to see the funny side. The goal from Alex Sabella last August. He's won 12 of his 18 games prior to tonight, just the 2 defeats. Losing to Brazil and Portugal in the autumn. Portugal defeat was their last, and that was back in November. Diaz. Comes Miguel once more. They've managed to keep Messi a peripheral figure so far.
Yeah, I think that's why perhaps, although it's hard to say whether Argentina can change going forward. I see Aguero coming off. Certainly can't see Messi coming off. Lavetzi's come on as a sub. That would be a big call change in that, wouldn't it? I think
Messi was hauled off in the World Cup final last year, you might recall, as a half-time change. Hasn't had much of an impact since coming on. And Messi trying to take the quick free kick. Sees it go the other way.
I just get the feeling he's got to step in a little bit more, and somebody somewhere needs to, that card just needs to come out, perhaps to just put people back on their toes again. They seem to be getting away with too much at the moment, and that's allowing the game to be broken up whenever they want it to.
There's Beausejour. Not so many runs for him down the left-hand side in the second half, but heavy moments in the first. Sanchez. Still for Chile. 20 minutes left of the 90. And now for Vidal.
Caught on the follow-through. It's one of them challenges you perhaps stay out of more than anything else these days.
Is Higuain. Time for change for Argentina.
I'm not sure which of that front three I'd bring off.
Came off the bench to score in the semi-final win over Paraguay. Also got a goal against Jamaica in the group stage. Could he be the man for Argentina? They look for their first prize in over 20 years.
Again, Higuain playing on the shoulder of defenders, gets behind people very, very sharp, big, strong, powerful.
Argentina will make a change. Chile might have to make one. Vidal off on a motorised vehicle for a bit more treatment. Chile down to 10 for the time being. It's Mascherano for Argentina. Very few chances all night, but certainly hardly any in the second half. Messi into the path of Lavezzi. Missed it too easily. Here's Beausejour. Sanchez. Talking for Isla. Who's in behind Rojo again. More poor defending from the United defender. And Vargas couldn't get the shot away. Good work from Di Michelis.
Yeah, as you said, Isla, who's sort of ran the show down that right-hand side. If he could have been in the game a little bit more, perhaps that would have been a great opening opportunity again. The ones they've had have come down from this right-hand side.
Vidal back on, Brian. But not moving that well at the minute. Really is. This is too strong for Aguero. He's not influence again. As you say, Brian, has to follow through. It just seemed to catch his kneecap. You can see a bit of scar there just below the right knee. So here's the second change of the night for Argentina. Chile ready to make an alteration too. Going on for Aguero. Are you surprised with that, Brian?
Well, I think to keep the balance of the side, I guess that's probably what he needed to do. It's obviously a change of system if he keeps Aguero on there. I guess just that extra little bit of strength there, perhaps against the likes of Medel, might work for them.
And here's Chile's change. Matheus Fernandes of Fiorentina, who missed the World Cup a year ago with an ankle ligament injury, comes off the bench for the 4th time in the Copa America. Valdivia. 31-year-old playmaker is the one who has made way. Vidal. There's some space. Can he find the pass? He's picked out Isla. Diaz. Fernandes. His first touch. Bosajor is there if he needs him. Sanchez. Vidal. It's down here for Vidal. Argentina squeeze him out. Belia able to clear. Vidal still down.
Yeah, I think if you look back at that, Vidal, he knew he wasn't getting there, tried to get his body in the way, tried to win the penalty. The referee saw it quite well, but the game has changed so much, Martin. It was probably a little bit too much to expect the pace to maintain throughout the whole game that Chile saw in that first 30 minutes. It's become a little bit of a grind for both teams now, hasn't it? I think neither of them want to lose.
Here's Isla. Cut back, cut out by the diving figure of Di Michelis. Good spell this for Chile. It's Vargas. It's a decent centre. Zabaleta just got enough on that to nudge it away from Sanchez. Back in by Bosajor. Up goes Vidal. And away by Otamendi, but only as far as Isla. Vargas. Too strong.
Certainly held their own in this game, haven't they? And there again, look, he knows he's not going to get there. Tries to cover the ball. He senses he's not there. Yeah, I mean, he's there to keep the ball away from the opposition. He knows he's going to have some sort of contact. Why it's not a penalty.
Going in for Argentina. Messi. Now Pastore. Mascherano. Messi. Going the long way round, but trying to shake off Hernandez, and the pass is too strong. Minutes of normal time, otherwise it's extra time. Extra time not utilised at all in the group stage and the knockout stage prior to the final. Might be needed this evening. Mascherano. Messi. There's Lavezzi. Now Pastore. Promising for Argentina. What a tackle first from Silva. And then nudged away by Isla. Mascherano. Almost dropped to Messi. Referee got in the way a bit. Otamendi. Now Chile's turn to stride forward with some purpose. Here's Pastore. He's been given Chile's way. Touch it didn't come off the heel of Pastore.
Well, there's just that much going on out there that the referee's having to make decisions that try and keep a little bit of peace out there, isn't he, more than anything else?
Pastore's last involvement. Banega brought on from Sevilla.
One of those players who likes that number 10 role, doesn't he? Lots of playing in. He has to do a little bit more defensive role tonight there. In fairness, Pastore's been disappointing from my point of view tonight. They really haven't made the midfield theirs at all, have they? The service they've sort of tried to provide for the likes of Messi, Lavezzi, just hasn't been there really.
With the players on that team sheet, you do expect more of a performance from Argentina than the one that we've seen. They've been very patchy. Isla. Intelligent cutback for Sanchez. Isla went for the return. This time Rojo was alert. Needed to be. Cleared as far as Fernandez. Bocajor to his left. Four in red weight the centre. They're trying to keep it alive. Forward towards Sanchez. Oh! That might have finished it. He hooks it wide.
Yeah, well, as that ball went in, he had one thing in his mind and one thing alone. For the first time we've seen him in a goal-scoring position. He knows where the goal is and he almost gets it right. Really, he's so good in there. Gets in those positions more often. He's not done this enough tonight. But perhaps it's one of those games where one chance might well be the difference. Unlucky on that occasion, but that's the right place for him to be.
There was a very anxious glance over his shoulder by Sergio Romero as the ball whipped past him. Might be relieved to see it go the right side of the suppose, from an Argentine point of view. I think we are on the stage now, Brian, if next goal wins it, next shot wins it. Now Rojo's in big trouble here. Has been booked already, remember. For that silly challenge in the first half. And this was, in my opinion, worse than the one that he got booked for.
Well, he lost control of the ball. His touch was poor. It certainly was out of control for me. The challenge. Out of control, I would say. And his touch let him down. That was the problem he had. Quite often, more than anything else, the one who challenges there onto the one kicking the ball ends up getting the booking.
Thinking there that the stud stayed down.
Yeah, yes, I've said, but you know, more often than not, you go into challenges like that, and it is a booking. I think the referee, on reflection, might well have called it right. But again, the pressure that he's under in a stadium like this, with a crowd like that, the way the Chile players have got him a little bit on their side, as I said earlier. He could well have seen himself in trouble there.
Chilean flags being waved all around the stadium now. I sense that their team might just nick this in what little time we have remaining of the 90 minutes.
It's quite difficult to sum the game up because there's been little bits of everything, hasn't there? There's been some great play to start with by the Chilean team. Then Argentina began to grind their way back into it. Second half never got started, and in that respect you would say Argentina probably did their job, but they've never ever opened up at all. There's been nothing exciting from them. It's been a grind the whole night long. And then on a couple of occasions you would say
Messi with the ball through. Lavezzi's offside. Tucks it away beautifully, but the flag had long since been raised. But again, that is exactly what you're saying, Brian. It's been a real grind, but one flash of brilliance, and suddenly that could win the tie.
Well, yeah, and we know they've got the players. Both teams, I mean, have got players up top who can do this. But that's what they're depending on at the moment. Both sides are just... Well, no, I think Argentina more so than Chile are hanging in there with that in mind, hoping that Messi does something special, hoping that Higuain does something special now. Whereas I think Chile have tried their best to take the game to the opposition whenever they can.
There's Banega. Argentina have now used all three of their subs, remember. It's Banega reclaiming it. Shavana. Second strong challenge through the back, this time by Aranguiz. Looking number 6.
You could see he was a little bit still wound up from the challenge on him previous. He's been right in the thick of things all night, hasn't he? I think he's had a decent game in. He's been there, he's done a job.
Silva battling successfully. Bilia. And Di Michelis. Banega for Argentina. Fresh legs, a bit more purpose about him maybe. Messi. Banega. This is Bilia. Bring it back from Banega. Zabaleta to the right. Come out by Beausejour. This wasn't quite accurate enough. Nerves frayed all over the stadium at the moment. Mascherano. Messi. Barely had a kick second half, but wins the free kick, does he? No. Get up is the instruction from the referee. How's he playing?
I know. I think he's played on. Good tackle, got the ball. 3 as usual around in mind. But still got the ball. Oh well, there you go.
I think he changed his mind
3 times. He looked at all 3 challenges.
Messi sizes up the situation again. And he got it right, the delivery.
Dangerous ball in. Mr. Bravo. He just looked really confident that he was going to hang on to that, didn't he? Really wasn't put off at all. Rojo charging in front of him. Any sort of touch there, and he was beaten, but he looked supremely confident. Bit of everything tonight, Vidal, hasn't he? Really, he's that one again. Just enough contact on him again. People look confident. Right in the danger area. Just that much going on there. Well, you could say it's a penalty, I suppose, your argument, if you looked at it.
Well, he certainly feels it shouldn't be. I mean, it's a pretty flimsy rugby challenge, but we're on a football pitch, so it shouldn't be happening. And Rojo was just a yard away from getting a glancing touch to that, and that might have well have been enough. But in the context of what we've seen this evening, that's been going on every time the ball's been in either penalty area. Here's Higuain, last minute of normal time. Messi arriving. Still no joy for him. To see how many extra minutes at the end of the 90. Two additional minutes. I think most of us expected we might have an extra 30 minutes tonight, and that's the way that it seems.
The second half has made me think more that way than the first. But there's lots of ways to win football matches. I suppose at some stage tonight we'll see another one of those examples one way or another. Plenty of time in extra time if we get there for someone to do something special, which we've expected all night, in fairness. And there's still the talent out there to do that.
Venega's lost it. Sanchez has picked out Vargas. Vidal just checked his run. Sanchez almost wriggled his way through. Now the team settling for extra time. They're going for the winner. Isla. Vidal. Sanchez in the box. Argentina challengers have to be tidy, have to be careful. Guise introduces Beausejour to the move. Beausejour's cross. Otamendi attacking it. And the flick on might get Argentina on their way. Messi, this is where you don't want him to have the ball. Chilean players are out of their position. It's Messi. He's got Lavezzi to his left. It's Lavezzi with a great chance. And it's the side netting. Went for the pass to Higuain rather than go for goal. And has Lavezzi just blown the greatest opportunity Argentina have had to win the Copa America for 22 years.
Well, he's tried to slide it across to him, and Higuain, he's probably hit the post there as he's dived in. It's right across the keeper. Well, he could have scored. There was a chance for him to score. At first I thought it was a little bit wide, but there is a chance. And the best move of the game ends up with the probably the best chance of the game being missed.
So close to winning it with the final kick of the 90 minutes. But after 90 minutes, it's finished all square in the Copa America final. And we go to extra time. And after a 0-0 scoreline, we'll have an extra 30 minutes to decide it. And we'll have that for you after the break.
They've certainly not been at their peak in this game, Sam. Extra time for the first time in the tournament then. Back to Brian Little and Martin Fisher.
Yes, welcome back. Argentina get us back underway. Attacking the goal away to our right as they did in the first half of the contest. Each half has begun with Chile on the front foot asking questions. All extra time begin in the same fashion. 0-0 after 90 minutes. But Argentina could have won it with the very last kick. Beausejour. Sanchez trying to shake Billier off his scent. Beausejour with a chance to cross. Will the game become more stretched? Benega will be booked.
Yeah, well, a deliberate foul again. To lose anything in the middle of the park there. He finds himself in the middle of the pitch. And he's had a good game tonight.
Seven players on yellow cards now. And that's it. Looking to profit for Argentina. He's got away from two. Higuain. The ball was too strong and Silva can clear. Otamendi. Mascherano. Benega. Pavazzi. Fernandez. Going after him is Mascherano.
Yeah, once again proving his worth there, doesn't he? Mascherano reads so many situations so well.
You don't want to lose a third Copa America final. And points at the moment, you'd say that Chile were perhaps just ahead of Argentina.
I think all night long, yeah, in many respects. Had a little spell towards the end of the first half, but overall they've been the side looking to try and win the game more so.
Rojo's forceful run comes to nothing. Angelo Enriquez. Chile will be coming on shortly. Header. Sanchez almost in amongst the supporters there as Arsenal took on Manchester City again. Second Chile change happening now. Angelo Enriquez, the 21-year-old, who's been at Manchester United since the age of 15 but has never played for them. Went to Dinamo Zagreb last season, Wigan prior to that, and it's Eduardo Vargas who makes way. Second appearance of the competition for Enriquez. Came off the bench in the 5-0 victory over Bolivia in the group stage. Is he a star in the making this evening? With the Copa America at stake.
Oh, it's a difficult one, isn't it? There's so many people out there we know so well, who we've been expecting for one of them just to shine and do something special. It hasn't happened tonight. So perhaps one of the lesser known stars to be steps up to the plate. Outside of that, Martin, it looks like one of the goalkeepers is going to be a hero tonight.
Aranguiz, good persistence. This was charged down by Rojo. Del for Beausejour. Fernandez. Sanchez. Messi. De Green. Alexi through the centre, but he's not going to find it.
No. I'm not sure there's been a night where we've expected a front three to play so well, and it hasn't happened. I think this is as showing as I've seen in that type of situation. I just expected so much more from them going forward. Whatever that combination was up top, you would have expected more than we've seen tonight.
Fernandez for Chile. Beausejour. Sanchez. There's Isla. Vidal. Away from Banega. Sanchez hovering. Bini got a touch. Beausejour collects. Fernandez couldn't work it through. Messi. Good work from Diaz. And here he is again. Diaz. Don't often see him in that kind of advanced position.
No, I think tonight he's probably been expected to sort of just sit a little bit more in front. On that occasion gets himself in a good position, but never troubled the keeper at all. Diaz, Aranguiz, they've sort of swapped roles a little bit tonight, haven't they, in some respects? It's paid off for them because they've done ever so well.
Ball given against Aranguiz. Messi comes across to orchestrate things. That's a signal for Di Michelis and Otamendi to make their way forward. They're ready, he's ready. In it comes. Oh, it dropped. That's good work from the youngster Enriquez to try and bring it clear.
Sad, isn't it? Because for me tonight, Argentina watching them have been a set piece that you're looking for them to win a game from. With the talent they have out there, you'd have thought they might have been cutting this opposition open. We talked about the uncertainty about the back four of Chile. You have Medel back there. Silva hasn't played all the time. Beausejour hasn't been out there all the time. And do you know what? they've actually handled the game quite well, haven't they, the back four? I haven't seen them cut open. We've looked at Messi from free kick situations to open them up. That hasn't really happened.
So they're flat in the midst of all that. Vidal. Easton. Silva.
Moment watching the game, Martin, I just don't believe either side believes they can win the game in normal time now. I think both sides are just playing, I wouldn't say within themselves, because they've got bound to be tired after everything that's gone on out there, but it's either going to be a mistake or perhaps penalties as far as I can see at the moment. Both sides seems to have just got the hold on each other, not prepared to take that extra chance. There's always something going on wherever Vidal is, isn't there? There's always a little something. A real competitor, that fella.
Problem here for Alexi. Argentina have used all three of their substitutes already, of course. Point for the striker from Paris Saint-Germain. Concern for his coach, Gerardo Martino. Just joined us, Angel Di Maria limping off midway through the first half after what appeared to be a hamstring strain. He pulls up. It was after that Vidal and Roja had their bit of a tangle.
Well, the good news is the season starts very soon as well. So we're looking forward to that. Going to do pre-seasons after seasons finishing and mixing into each other. Sure that's the case these days.
I remember many of these Argentina players were playing in the World Cup final less than a year ago. When did they ever get a break? They've got a break here with a free kick. There's this challenge on Lavezzi, who can barely raise a stride, but he can raise a smile with this one. Maybe another opportunity, a half opportunity for Argentina with a set piece. With the last bit of action, the first period of extra time, which has been as scrappy as the second half of normal time has been.
Yeah, but you can see the fact that the tiredness is really creeping in now. If there is a chance of a goal, it will be a mistake by somebody.
Messi's delivery. Well defended by Medel. Corner given.
Again, right in the danger area. Vidal done a good job back there tonight, in fairness to him.
Safely taken by Bravo. Mascherano with a rare mistake, and Sanchez is in behind him. Not a long way in the way of support, has to go himself. Complaining it took a deflection on its way over the bar. Zabaleta got back at him in the nick of time, but that was a chance. After such a rare occurrence, a mistake by Mascherano, and now he's got a problem.
Yeah, that fella's got some energy, hasn't he? Alexis Sanchez. Mascherano, let's have a look. Quick break. He's got it covered. Oh, his legs just give way. And he's through. Could he do anything else? Well, no, I think that's the best option for him. As direct as he possibly could be. Sees a direct route to goal. Has a little look across. Well, knows what he's trying to do, but once again, keeper looks confident that it's missing. His energy levels have been good tonight, haven't they, without a doubt.
This is a real concern for Argentina, though, Brian. We've seen Lavezzi go down with a touch of cramp. Now Mascherano's got a problem. They can't use any other subs. They've already used their 3, and they've got another 15 minutes to survive. Does this shape their thinking for the second period of extra time? Is it just sit on what you've got and play for penalties, or what?
Well, I think it's one of them, isn't it? You've just got to keep each other going, taking on the fluids. That's where the players, as you said, sometimes they just can't help what happens out there now. As I said, and both sets of players will be aware of the fact that now more so than anything else that perhaps the penalties is the way to go, the option for them.
Last year, the World Cup final went to extra time, and Germany won it with just 7 minutes remaining. It's a similar fate awaiting Argentina this evening. The noise remains deafening all around the Estadio Nacional. It's the home support trying to make the most of their host status and playing on home soil by urging their team and cajoling their team over the finishing line. Next 15 minutes could decide it, otherwise it's a penalty shootout to resolve the Copa America again. So Chile get us back underway. 15 minutes to decide it, otherwise it's a penalty shootout. Argentina lost the Copa final in 2004 to Brazil in a shootout. They have won a shootout in this year's competition already against Colombia in the quarter-final stage. That had been flowed before Carlos Tevez scored the decisive kick. Wherever you look at the moment on the pitch, Brian, there seem to be Argentine players hobbling and limping.
Yeah, it's been a tough test for them. The whole nation been really up for this. Obviously buoyed on by this fantastic crowd. The energy levels from them alone have been something special, hasn't it, really? As I said earlier, there's lots of ways to win a football match. At the end of this, I think both teams know it's been a grind, hasn't it, more than anything else? A real grind out there. The outstanding performances have come from people who we perhaps didn't expect to be the outstanding performers.
Vidal. the question, Brian, whether Chile will ever have a better chance than what is there for them today. They're up against a very tired Argentine side, one or two of whom can barely move across the pitch. They've got home advantage. Their tails are up. Billy has lost it. Vidal down to Fernandez. Sanchez. Now making his way in towards the penalty area. Back here for Aranguiz. Isla. Vidal. Isla. Aranguiz, the pass not strong enough, but Chile will get that corner here. A bit more weight on the pass there.
No, it was
in the path, wasn't it?
Good opportunity to get round the back. Aranguiz again, who I think, for me, he's had a good night. He's worked his socks off in there. He's took virtually every set piece for them as well.
He's a good one now. Chile's third corner of the game. And it's going to be Fernandez to take it. Argentina holding out at the moment. Bilia hasn't cleared it though. Little drop here for Enriquez. Now Sanchez. He's lost out to Banega. Quickly reclaimed it, and he's away from Banega. Turned back into trouble. And one leg or not, Mascherano is able to clear for Argentina.
Yeah, well, throughout the whole game, Martin, whenever anybody's gone on a dribble, he's found himself up against two or three players, and that applies to both teams. Both sides have done really well in situations where they've sensed somebody with talent, and there's plenty of people out there with talent.
Including this fellow, Messi.
Yeah, but they crowd them out, don't they? They've done that ever so well.
Rojo up from left back to join in the attack. It's Messi. That has been the story of his night. Hasn't been able to get through on enough occasions, and it's Aranguiz with a lovely ball through to Enriquez. Couldn't take it in his stride, but Chile still have the momentum here. Fernandez. Enriquez is offside.
Well, they've done that little 1-2 down this right-hand side so well all night, haven't they? Just hasn't quite come off for them. Little run round the outside now. Yes, it's right call. Ball a little bit strong as well, perhaps gone out of play, but certainly worked really hard down that right-hand side, overlapping.
First Chilean casualty. Beginning to fall like flies now. Aranguiz, who's in a spot of difficulty. Goalkeepers must be thinking that it could be coming down to the shootout.
I think he's getting his mind round to that already. Focusing on what he has to do, the job that might well come his way.
In your picture there was one of the players who missed in the quarter-final shootout against Colombia. Bilio was off target as well.
Well, you would imagine they felt a little bit better than they do tonight as well on that night.
Well, they'd only played 90 minutes at the start.
Well,
not had the tension as well of trying to win a cup final. Keeps it moving to Banega. Well defended by Beausejour. Argentina's throw. Alexi was on his heels, but Argentina get another.
Yeah, there's a standout player as well for me. I mean, not his best position, but he's done a great job in there tonight. As I said, need those type of players in your team. Get on with the job, do it well, keep the rest of the team going.
Mascherano. Zabaleta down towards Messi. And there's that man again, Gary Medel, to collect it and get Chile on the front foot again. Sanchez chasing, and he'll keep it in. Ball to the ground. But the referee saw it differently to us.
Yeah, well, you could say he's meant to clip his heels there as he's gone back, but I'm not so sure. I mean, if he's done that, well, he's cleverer man than me, that's for sure. But there was that little bit of contact there.
Frustrating night for Lionel Messi. Brought down by Fernandes here. Chile just haven't allowed him, and nor should they, to have run proceedings. They have been in his pocket all night, hassling him and taking it in turns to harass him and stop those mazy dribbles of his. And it's a policy that has worked.
Yeah, that's been the standout feature of the whole game in many respects. I think the way each team has worked hard in the danger areas to put the star players out of the game, to make sure they have had very little influence. Messi, of course, that very last chance at the last kick of the game, pretty much at the open of normal time, that was the one chance where he ran into space, nobody got near him, played the perfect pass. Lavezzi's ball across to Higuain. Well,
here's Vidal suddenly with half a chance, and it's still there possibly for him. And hammered goal was by Aranguiz. Put everything in that, but couldn't keep it on target.
Yeah. Again, just a little bit falling asleep there. Vidal, who we know is a star player and has worked his socks off as well. And he's done a bit of everything out there. You know, his final role, playing more up top.
Lavezzi. Higuain. Lavezzi. They're claiming a penalty, Argentina.
Yeah, well, Higuain was lining up for a shot, but it was a little challenge behind him. Again, that's another feature for me. I think both goalkeepers, although they've not had a lot to do, whatever they've had to do, they've just done it so well, so competently.
Another foul on Messi. Almost caught them out. Zabaleta's mistime jump, and suddenly it's Fernandes carrying it forward for Chile. It's all a bit too frantic at times now. It's Bilia for Argentina. Messi. Stopped by Fernandes. Di Matteo is launching himself and committing the foul.
Yeah, well, again, in normal time, any normal game. We're talking of a booking there. Higuain doesn't get the touch.
It's just foul for you.
No, he's just being held out of it, isn't he, really? I think the problem is nowadays, well, we've seen more contact than that throughout the whole game. So not for me, not in the context of tonight's match.
And still they sing, and still they wave those flags. 4 minutes of extra time for either of these teams to win it. And the first opportunity is going to be this one for Chile. Fernandes, who won the free kick, will take it. Vidal tells him where he wants it put. Vidal is in there too. Everybody back for Argentina. Gonzalez will whip it in. Good golfing again from Romero. Kept his eye on that ball despite the fact bodies were racing in.
It was almost a shot, wasn't it? It was one of those balls you put right into the danger zone. I'm sure the keeper's worked.
He's keeping it in and winning the corner off Higuain. 2 more minutes. Argentina looking to survive. Chile looking to win it here.
Yeah, one chance, that's all one of these sides want. One chance. That could change or hold the pain of penalties off anyway.
Could change the history of Chilean footballers. The corner is whipped in. Dealt with by Belia. And that's who wins the free kick.
Right into that danger area again.
Messi. Fouled again. Free kick again. This might be the last chance from open play.
Well, I'd like to know how many times he has been fouled tonight, but potentially could be a record over again. I mean, it's been every time he's had that ball. He's had people closing him down really quickly.
Argentina will take their time here. They know the clock is almost down. They want the last chance in extra time to be theirs. Messi's got Banega with him. And Banega will float it in. And it's headed out as far as Higuain. Could have gone anywhere. Well defended again. Messi again. Closed down swiftly again, but this time he has found a pass. Banega's ball in, Lavezzi attacking it. That will be a corner, but the referee has said enough of that, we'll go to the penalty shootout. And it did have a feeling of inevitability about it since around about the hour mark, Brian, as it became increasingly scrappy in that second half, and then in extra time chances were even fewer, and both teams looked as though they were scared of losing rather than desperate to win it. And it now goes to penalties, and now it's who holds their nerve and which of the two goalkeepers can do their bit.
Yeah, I think there'll be some nervy people out there now. 1 or 2 players perhaps in the situation they're in, their legs as tired as they could possibly be, perhaps a little bit reluctant to take a set piece if necessary. It's now for the brave, certainly not for the faint-hearted. These guys are used to it, of course. They play at the very, very highest level, as we're seeing. But even this tonight will be a test for them all, without a doubt.
Well, there's going to be quite a hiatus now as the managers do their bit, pick their 5 takers, and then the next in order if it goes to sudden death. There'll be plenty of massages being performed as well. Copa America final will go to a penalty shootout. You won't miss a kick of it. In the meantime, let's see what the lads back in the studio made of the last 120 minutes.
Back here, Martin, we've got a mixed experience of penalty shootouts. Pat Nevin.
Very little.
You loved them?
Very little, to be honest, but didn't like them. When you hold your hands up, it's something you're not great at, and penalties was something I never felt as comfortable with later in my career. Earlier, oddly, young players don't seem to feel the fear.
Chile have been so fearless all night long. Why would they fear this now?
You won't fear it. You shouldn't fear it, but that's what you say. But you go and put yourself in that position where they've never been in that position before. Yeah, you've taken penalties before. Some of them might not have. But this is the Copa America. This is the final.
I've had players practice penalties for things like this in playoffs and stuff like that. And actually, when it's got there, they've actually turned around and said, "Gaffer, I can't take one."
Why?
Because they lose the nerve. Such a big decision to put that ball on the spot and put it in the back of the net when there's a crowd there. So actually practising penalties is a nonsense.
Well, there's 20 million people behind you in this case, if you're Chile.
So you've got to have the nerve to do it. You've got to feel confident.
Argentina have had one already, don't forget, in this competition. So that they should
against
have
Colombia,
But I just wonder, is the pressure got to... I think the pressure got to them this evening, the expectation of winning for Argentina. They didn't really come out and play. They didn't perform like we expected and like we wanted them to play. Again, it's all about momentum. If you can get the first penalty and score that and put pressure on the opposition, that's a massive...
Which goalkeeper would you prefer for you? For Argentina?
He's a little bit taller. He can get his hands in that... He'd take that one step forward and go to his left or his right and get that little bit farther to maybe get a touch on one, saying that he, the goalies have everything to gain and nothing to lose, haven't they? So they'll take the chance, and they've obviously studied penalties. I mean, the one thing for Chile might have been they've studied Argentina's penalties, and the goalkeeper might.
Well, to be honest, seriously, Romero is absolutely right, because he did move incredibly early for two of the previous penalties that he faced, and the referee said nothing. There's not many referees brave enough these days to say, look, I'm going to take that again because you come off your line. The keeper who's big enough, brave enough and clever enough to cheat in this one is probably the one who's going to prosper, and I suspect you could be right, Romero's got a wee bit of an advantage. But it is down to the keeper. The other thing is asking about players, back to them, what they fear. Is it missing? Is it, oh dear, it's a big game? Do you know what? The rest of your career, the rest of your life, people will mention it to you, this moment. And you cannot think about that, but some do. And if you're thinking about that and not thinking about the ball in the back of the net,
every proper football fan knows that any player could miss a penalty.
Right? Yeah, but I mean, you don't want to be the one that misses it.
But they don't let you forget it. That's the problem.
No.
Never forget it.
You're as a player going up, you're expected to score. One-on-one with a goalkeeper, people think you should score, and probably 9 times out of 10, they're right.
It's the yips, though, isn't it?
Yeah. But when you're the one that misses it, you might get an advert doing whatever. But if you're the one that misses, it haunts you for the rest of your life.
Or it's the chance to become a national hero for the rest of your life.
For a keeper.
Well, generally, the goalkeepers are the national heroes, aren't they, when it comes to penalties?
This is it then. Brian, Martin.
Thank you, Paul. So Chile will go first, and it's Matías Fernández, one of their substitutes, who will take it. Sergio Romero, you might recall, was a hero in the penalty shootout in the World Cup semi-final last year against Netherlands. Saved 2 from Vlaar and Schneider. Fernandez with a blaster into the roof of the net. Terrific start for Chile, Brian.
Yeah, well, that's as good a penalty as you'll see in a situation like that. Big keeper, as has been mentioned. And I think what might have been said to the players is put your foot through the ball. Hit the goal, put it through the ball, hit that target and make it as hard as you possibly can for the keeper. Great penalty to start.
Up comes the Argentine captain, Lionel Messi. He stepped up first in the quarter-final penalty shootout against Colombia and scored. Bravo dancing up and down his goal line. Messi, the picture of calm. Is that an illusion? Right in the corner.
Yeah, another beauty. Different type of penalty, hard and low. And he kept his cool, didn't he? But good penalty, bottom corner, hard as you can. Both keepers have gone the right way up to now.
Arturo Vidal next up for Chile. Scored 3 goals in the competition proper. Goalkeeper got a hand to it, but it was too powerful for him to keep it out. Vidal makes it 2-1 Chile.
Well, up to now, that's been the important part, Martin, putting a bit of pace on the ball. I think both keepers are showing their potential. None of them have got the direction wrong up to now. It's a little bit easier. It's just in the area where perhaps a full hand on that would keep it out, but it's in the back of the net, and now it's all that matters.
Second up for Argentina the other night in that quarter-final tie was Garay, but of course he's not playing with that stomach illness, so it's Gonzalo Higuaín to blast it over the bar. What an awful night it's been for Higuaín. Could have won the tie at the end of 90 minutes for Argentina and hit the side netting. Now he's put his penalty into orbit, and Chile are closing in on the Copa America.
Well, let me tell you, that miss right at the end of the game has affected this fella tonight. Because that ball, that's high, wide and handsome. Well, not handsome, ugly to be honest. Poor penalty. My word, there's a player lacking in confidence at the moment.
Charles Aranguiz scored in the penalty shootout against Brazil in the World Cup finals 12 months ago. This to put Chile 3-1 in front.
Well, I'm pleased for him, because I think he's had a great game tonight, along with a lot of his teammates, of course, but tired lad, cramp at the end, kept his concentration and battered it into the bottom corner.
Eva Banega has to score, you feel. It's not quite all over if he misses, but has to put some pressure on the next penalty taker for Chile. Scored in the quarter-final penalty shootout win, but doesn't tonight. Bravo with the save. Chile lead 3-1.
Well, you can look at body language of people when they come up to take penalties. And that's the first little side footer we've seen. Bravo read it ever so well. I don't think the keepers have gone the wrong way up to now. There's a sorry bunch of players there.
Well, we've seen the emotion on the faces of both sets of players, and now it falls to the right foot of Alexis Sanchez to win the Copa America for Chile. If this goes in, they are the champions. To do it, Alexis Sanchez wins it for Chile. 99 years they've waited. Joy all across the stadium. Chile win it on penalties. Argentina lost their nerve. What a joyous moment, what a historic occasion for Chilean football.
Well, they've deserved it. I think it's hard call. Both sets of players have given everything they've got, but I think those penalties just proved who was there tonight and who wasn't there. Throughout the whole game, Argentina have been pretty much second best. And have they deserved it? Yes, without a doubt, they've certainly deserved it. And those penalties and the body language of the Argentinian players compared to the Chilean players, well, that just sums it up. We're on a different level tonight. We expected something special from odd occasions off the Argentine lads. It just never happened, did it not? And quite honestly, the right team have won the competition tonight.
Argentina have blown it again, once again on the biggest of occasions. They have underperformed. Lionel Messi was restricted to a peripheral role by excellent teamwork from the Chilean players. And Chile held their nerve in the penalty shootout. All of their players scored. Only Messi of Argentina did. Higuain blasting over the bar, and then Banega's weak effort saved by Bravo. And joy unconfined here. Terrific sight, terrific noise. And Chile, for the first time in their history, are crowned champions of South American football, and they will receive the trophy in due course. What a night for them in Santiago.
What an early morning to come in Santiago, Chile, surely. So the 22-year wait for Argentina goes on for a major trophy, but in Chile, a century of hurt is over at last. And tonight they do stand with Argentina, Brazil and Uruguay as one of the true powers of the game in South America. Heroes